Oh, we'd love to be in New Orleans right now.
Oh, it was sunny.
No kidding. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here for 13 News at 4 on this New Year's Eve. I'm Dustin Grove.
And I'm Jenny Runovich in today for Felicia. Well, unlike New Orleans, it is a soggy end for us here in 2024. As the ball drops tonight, so will the temperatures.
Meteorologist Rob Ellis is here timing it out for us.
That's a tough act to follow when you see all the
Right?
sunshine that he has down there in New Orleans. Temperatures are certainly going to drop, but before that happens, we'll wrap up most of the rain. May end as a little bit of snow for tonight, but not expecting any accumulation. Some good news there. The system is almost out of here. We still have a little bit of moisture left to wrap up. I'd say within the next maybe 4 to 6 hours, we'll see most of this wrap up as it continues to push to the east. By the way, notice how there may be a little bit of snow that's trying to mix in here on the back side of this. I'm not expecting it to lead to any accumulation, but what that tells you is that the temperatures are certainly going to drop. And as they do so, we may see a little bit of this leftover moisture on any of the roadways, lead to maybe a couple of icy patches overnight on some of the bridges and overpasses. Because there's been so much rain today, there's no treatment on any of the roads. So we'll watch for that. Temperatures are now down into the 30s. We are expecting them to continue dropping, likely into the 20s for most of you for tonight. Most of this moisture will wrap up. We'll see a couple of scattered showers likely through this evening. Here's 8 p.m. As we get closer to midnight, most of the moisture is gone. The rain has headed east, and then we start to clear out and even dry out a good bit. Hopefully that will happen before any of the temperatures drop down below freezing, which I do think will happen sometime after midnight. Many locations getting down into the 20s for tonight as we start the new year. So what you can expect for tonight, temperatures into the 30s. This rain may wrap up as a little bit of snow. There could be a few flurries in here. We do expect temperatures to stay in the 30s, but look at this wind. Northwest winds anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be blustery, and because the air is getting much colder, there will be a little bit of a wind chill. We do expect, again, that to wrap up overnight. I do have some snow chances in the 7-day forecast, as well as some bitterly cold temperatures. I'll talk about those coming up. Let's talk traffic as well. We do have a couple of areas that we are watching. One area that we're watching is right as you head into the north split from 65 northbound. I know there's a lot of accidents that are showing up on that board, but I just want to mention one that did cause a slowdown here northbound on 65. Although looking at it from the traffic cameras, it's not as impressive as that red line would denote. There are some brake lights. We are looking right where that slowdown was showing up on the map. I've seen the brake lights come on, but it's not causing an appreciable backup. Elsewhere, we are looking at 65. This is heading into the city. This is from the north side. You're looking at the traffic coming towards you heading southbound. This is also an area that tends to slow down this time of day, but so far, as we round out 2024, things are looking pretty good on the roadways.
All right. Looks good, Rob. Thank you. And with these falling temperatures, DPW is getting a head start on the roads. More than 80 crew members will be working overnight on the streets of Indianapolis to try and keep the streets from freezing over. They'll be pre-treating with salt. You can track the chance for rain and snow and colder temperatures by downloading the WTHR weather app. It gives you the interactive radar, the hour-by-hour forecast, and the weather blog. It's a free download in your phone's app store.
Now to the news headlines today. Metro Police searching for the person who killed a man on the city's south side. And now we know that victim's name. So take a look. This was the scene last night along El Lago Boulevard near Rural Street and Hannah Avenue. Police tell us around 9:30 they got a call from someone who heard gunshots. On the way to the scene, officers found 30-year-old Dilmer Murillo in the street.
There is at least one eyewitness on scene. However, there's a language barrier. So homicide detectives are going to have to work with that person and get a translator and take them down to homicide office and interview them. Crime lab is on scene at this time, and homicide detectives are scouring the area to see if there are any more possible witnesses in the apartment complex.
And no word yet whether the police have any suspects in this case.
And new developments today in the case of a woman found beaten to death in a South Side apartment. Metro Police say they have arrested a 22-year-old man in connection with this case. Officers say they found the woman inside one of the units at an apartment complex on Ella Dobbs Lane off East Stop 11 Road. They say she'd suffered blunt force trauma and died at the scene. So far, they have not released her identity. Well, we are hours away, a little less than 8 hours away now from ringing in the new year.
Yeah, getting close now. But you know, New Year's Eve party plans require plans for the road, too. Police want to make sure you get home safe. So our Anna Chalker is live with what drivers need to be aware of tonight. Hi, Anna.
Hey there, Dustin and Jenny. I will tell you, we're already seeing traffic on the roads and inside bars tonight, especially here downtown. Now, state police are telling us this is actually one of the more dangerous days that they see on the road. From New Year's Eve to New Year's Day last year, state police tell us they responded to 724 accidents with 150 personal injuries and 8 deaths. That's the state as a whole. The department says it's not only drunk driving they're seeing, but people under the influence of various drugs. Now, if you see a driver under the influence when you go home tonight, ISP says to call 911 and provide that license plate and location and drive a safe distance away from them. While the department wants everyone going out to have a good time, they also want you to prepare to keep yourself safe.
But you can go ahead and get your rideshare planned out ahead for you for a pickup time. You can go ahead and, if you're going to a friend's house, say, hey, I'm going to spend the evening, or go ahead and book your hotel room so therefore you can be safe in the evening. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll be ready to celebrate 2025.
Now, I want to show you the Uber app right now. I've been looking at rideshare times throughout the night. Now, this is going from about Mass Ave to the north end of Indy if you're heading home. As you can see, those prices between $20 to even $45. So really, that's a lot cheaper than getting a fine, spending the night in jail, because those fines can last a couple $1,000s. So you want to make sure, get that ride share, have a buddy, just make sure you're getting home safe. Now, coming up at 5, we'll talk with IMPD about the city streets and what they're looking for tonight.
A potentially life-saving reminder. Anna, thank you.
Well, a heads up for drivers on the north side of the city. Starting this week, INDOT is implementing a safe zone near I-465 and I-69. You may remember the first zone was installed in Hancock County on I-70. So this is where cameras will clock speeding in the construction zone. So if you're driving 11 miles over the speed limit, you could get a fine. The goal here is to make work zones safer for both crews and for drivers.
The Notre Dame Fighting Irish will ring in the new year down in the Big Easy as they play Georgia in tomorrow's Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, so exciting. Our Dominic Miranda joins us live this afternoon from New Orleans, where the Sugar Bowl parade just wrapped up. So, Dom, clearly we see it sunny. How's the atmosphere down there?
Oh my goodness, we're having all sorts of fun here in the Big Easy, downtown New Orleans, the site of the Sugar Bowl parade. I thought it would be wrapped up by now. It's not. It's going very strong. I think the vibes are immaculate here in the French Quarter in NOLA. My goodness, I just love everything about this city. It's a party every day, and today just so happens to be New Year's Eve. So add that to the Sugar Bowl parade, Notre Dame in Georgia. I mean, it's a recipe for an absolute fantastic few days down here in New Orleans. We've been talking to Notre Dame fans all day, and number one, there's a ton of them down here in New Orleans. Number two, they are excited. They are confident that Notre Dame can break that glass ceiling and beat the Georgia Bulldogs in the college football playoff quarterfinal tomorrow evening at the Caesars Superdome. Look, we're going to keep this fun up here at the Sugar Bowl parade and here in New Orleans. Coming up for you at 5 and 6, we're going to show you how special this city is, because believe me, it definitely is. And then at 6, we'll preview this matchup a little more. We're not going anywhere. It's 70 degrees. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's a parade going on behind me. I think I just got hit in the head with some beads. What's better than this? It's nothing. Send it back to you. Happy New Year's Eve.
Now he's just rubbing it in, right?
He's rubbing it in. Sunny